Hey guys, I'm Matthew, and this is a series where I make a web design related video every day for 25 days. This is video 24. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a pro designer. If you came for professional insight, please click away. Okay, so the slider that we're gonna make is gonna be like this. It'll be full width and there'll be 3 slides in our slider, and we're gonna make it using a free plugin. And before we can make it, it's gonna help a lot if you have Elementor installed. The slider can still be made without Elementor, but it's a bit more complex, and I'm not going to explain it in this video. So if you have Elementor installed, we'll go to our dashboard and go to plugins, click add new plugin, and then type in Smart Slider 3. It's a pretty popular plugin. It has 900,000 installs and it's made by Nextend. I'll click install now on that. There's lots of sounds right now. Dogs barking, cars driving past, and I hope that doesn't bother you too much. Okay, once it's installed, I'll activate it. And then at the bottom, I can see it's a smart slider here. So I'll click on dashboard and then click on go to dashboard. This is a quick explainer video, but I'm not gonna watch it. And then I'll click new project to make a new slider, and I'm not going to create one from scratch. I'm going to start with the template, so I'll click on that, and then you can have a look at all of these options. Lots of them are really good, but most of them are only with the pro version of Smart Slider 3, which we're not going to look at today. So if you want to filter on the free ones, you can click free. And this is the one that you saw, so I'll import this. Cool, so now we're on the editing screen for the slider. This is the place where you edit the slider settings. The actual editing of the visuals of the slider, the content in the slider will be in those blocks there to edit each slider specifically. But now that we made the slider, let's not do anything. Let's add it to the website. I'll hover over pages and click all pages, and then open the page that I want to add the slider on. I'll edit with Elementor to open the page in Elementor, and then we need a container, so I'll add a section and then add a container in that section, and then I'll click add element and type in smart slider, and then I'll just drag that over, and we're going to choose the one that we want to insert, which is this one. And that's it. Now I'm going to publish. You don't have to publish and make it live so that everyone can see it. You can click save first. I don't care, so I'm going to make it live. I'll click publish. But you can just click save draft and then go back and forth and edit and come and look at your draft. Like I said, I'm not going to do that. Then I'll click exit to Wordpress and exit again. And now if I go to my live site, I can see that this is here, but it's not taking up the full screen, and I want it to take up the full width of the screen. So I'm going to change that by going back and going to the dashboard of Smart Slider and clicking go to dashboard, and then clicking edit on the slider. And then I'll go to the size tab and scroll right to the bottom and click force full width. And that's going to make it fit the whole width of the screen. And then I can click save there. Another thing that I really want to happen is that I want the slides to change automatically. I don't want to need to click them. If I go to my site now, It's not changing automatically. I need to click it. That means whoever visits my site needs to click to know that it, and people don't notice sometimes that it's clickable. So if I go back to that place, I'll just click don't show again for that to immediately go to my dashboard. Also, in this place, I can click on the autoplay tab and then click autoplay. And now the slide's gonna change every 8 seconds, which I think is okay. And there's some other options here if you want people to be able to. If people want to be able to read what's going on the slide, maybe you have lots of information there. They might not appreciate it changing every 8 seconds, so you can mess around with that depending on the content on your slide. This option is if someone clicks on it, then it'll stay on that. Unless they change it manually or they reload the website. I'll leave all the settings the way that it is for now, because I don't really need to mess with them. And now I'll save. And I think you saw, yeah, it's now full width, which is good. And if I go back here, I can also edit the content on the slide. So I'll click edit there. And this is us editing the first slide. And I don't want that background picture, so I'll click X there to remove it and add my own one. I'll make it that and click select, and I think that's good, but now I can't really read the words. So what I'm gonna do is add an overlay. So I'll scroll down, and you have the overlay option. I'll click on that and I'll change the color of the overlay to black because we have white text, and increase the opacity, and I think that's good. The words are now readable. You can of course, so there's also, if I click on this text box, you can change the text. I'll say more coffee. And you can change the font. You can change the colors. You can make it match your website, basically. It's really customizable. If you want to remove anything, you can just right click and click delete. And you can change what the button says. Let's make it get directions. And you can add a link there to what you want the button to go to. You can even add a link to a different page there. I'm not gonna do all of that though. I'll click save, and I'm actually gonna leave this tab open just in case we need to come back here for edits, because I don't want to go back and forth so far all the time. Type in Dylan's coffee. I don't want to go to my login screen. I want to go here, and there it says more coffee. And if I leave it for 8 seconds, it should change by itself because I didn't click on it. Perfect. And in the same way, I can edit the other two sides. And if you want to change the height of this, you can do that too. You can go back to smart slider, and the height, I think we're gonna need to go back one setting to adjust the height. Or maybe it's defined by the container height. I'm actually not sure. If I click dashboard there and click edit and go to size, yeah, I can change the size here. So let's try and make this 1920 and see what happens. I'll refresh. Nothing happened. Let me go to, oh snap, I changed the width. Let me change the height to 800 and see what happens. That's how you change the height. Cool. And you can keep adding slides, or you can remove slides, and you can keep making sliders for different websites or for the same website. You really shouldn't have more than one slider, I would suggest, because of how it decreases your site speed a bit. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. If you're still around, and you should subscribe, and stay tuned for more.